Morning, everyone. My name is Ted Phillips. I'm the chair of the JEA Awards Committee, and I would like to call our June 12th, 2025 meeting to order. We have a physical quorum present, represented this morning by myself, Ted Phillips, Gary Baker, for Ricky Erickson, and Jody Gross. OGC is represented by Rebecca Levy, and Budget is represented by Sarah Goodwin, sitting in for Stephanie Neely. Did we receive any public comment via email?
No, sir, no public comment.
We have no one from the public in person. Is there anyone on the call this morning from the public who would like to make public comment? If so, unmute yourself and you have the floor. Hearing none, we will move on. On today's consent agenda, we have items 1 through 8. They have been approved by Procurement, Budget, OGC, Legal, the Business Unit VP and Chief, and are ready for Awards Committee approval. Before we take a vote on the consent agenda, would any of the board members like to move the minutes or any other item to the regular agenda for discussion or deferral to another week?
Ted, I would like to move number 3 from emergency, just to have it declared on the record.
All right. The number 3 on the consent agenda, we will move to the regular agenda, and it will be item number 4 for the regular agenda. How's that? Okay, I would accept a motion to adopt the consent agenda as amended.
So move.
Second. That was Jody with the motion and Gary with the second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. We'll move on to the regular agenda. So item number 1 on the regular agenda is for purchase of a limestone crusher. This is a single source. We've asked that all single source items be moved to the regular agenda. Is there someone from procurement or the business that would like to give a little detail on why we single source this item?
Yes, my name is Phil Morrow. I'm the standard engineer for MGS. Last month, you approved the purchase of a limestone crushing parts. Those parts are not coming in till August. Right now, we have 1 plus the down that's our service, and we'll free crushing line to feed that train. Right now, we do have both CFPs running, which is great, but we're almost at capacity. So like I said, we ordered parts last month, they're coming in August. As soon as we get that first set of crushers, they will go on the system that's down. The second system is not far behind, so we're going to get the second set on order with the long lead time, so we can replace the second crusher probably this fall.
Thank you very much. Any other questions? I would entertain a motion to award item number 1 from the regular agenda.
Second.
So that was Gary with the motion and Jody with the second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. We will move on to item number 2. This is with for a cybersecurity infrastructure with a grant that we got through the federal government. I thought it might be good to, just for the record, have someone explain exactly how this grant works and what the purpose is. Is there anybody from the business or procurement ready to talk about that?
Good morning, this is Janie. I'm ready to talk about it.
Go ahead, Janie, you got the floor.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to share with you that this funding award came to us through an appropriation, thanks to Representative Rutherford. And the award amount is $400,000. JEA share for the project will also be $400,000, and the total project amount is anticipated to be $800,000. The performance period began September 1st, 2024, and will end September 30th, 2025. To date, we have estimated costs totaling just over $400,000 as we work through the procurement processes and the activities as described in the grant. The overall grant is to support what you see in the agenda item, enhanced grid cybersecurity, threat and vulnerability management. And I do believe that we have a couple of folks in the room or on the online who can tell you more about the project specifics.
Thank you, Janie. Is there someone to maybe give just a high-level view of what enhanced grid cybersecurity threat and vulnerability management means to us as far as this goes in the context of this grant?
This is Angela. Are you going to take this one, or would you like me?
Sure, if you'd like to speak to the security part, and then I can add some context around the remaining part of the project and the funding and where we are, if that will be suitable.
Yeah. So this is Charlene Crawshaw from Director of Information Security. There's really three parts of this DOE project. The first two parts are around our vulnerability management program to ensure that we are identifying and addressing vulnerabilities across our entire network, both by upgrading our systems as well as integrating with a ServiceNow integration to help our automation and efficiencies across our teams so we can address vulnerabilities more timely and prioritize quickly. The Dragos, the NDR piece, is a part that helps us monitor the network pieces on the OT side with our water side, and also allows us to then create alerts when there's potential issues to our ServiceNow as well, so we can address and identify those issues and rapidly. So it's not just the monitoring, but it also allows us to respond. And then Angela is our PM that can speak to any more details about the project and the progress.
Go ahead, Angela. Is there anything you would like to add?
I believe they covered it. If there's no additional questions around the spend and where we are currently, I believe they've covered it. The award that was brought forth for this week, this is our second time coming to the award, was for the 2 additional sensors. And right now, against the DOE planned quarterly spend, we are falling underneath the budget line. So I think we're in good shape.
Angela, this is Jody Brooks. The $87,000 that we're awarding today is for the 2 additional sensors. This is already on top of the already awarded amount of $342,000 for other parts of the project. But will you be bringing other sensors or other portions as far as the spend of $800,000 through the board as those projects come along? Is that how it's working?
Yes, we will. So the reason why the 2 additional scanners were purchased is after we looked at the 6, we realized that we had about an additional $100,000 to spend. And Stephen Datz, along with Charlene Crawshaw, who just spoke, said, well, let's do 2 additional sensors. And we've reviewed that with the water wastewater side of the house. And so we're expanding to 8 locations instead of 6. It still keeps us underneath the budget. The additional spend that you will see us come forward with is the integration part, where we will have the vendors integrate the water wastewater side as well as that tenable security center side. And those quotes are estimated right now coming in at about $100,000 to $140,000. So those 2 are still pending, and we will go through the procurement process and come back to the board with those additional spends.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So, any other questions or comments? I would entertain a motion to adopt number 2.
So move.
Second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. Hey, great work. So I used to work for a mayor that one time said, I really enjoy spending other people's money. So I thought that was a good comment. So glad that we got a partnership with our friends at the federal government to help us with this. So we'll move on to item number 3. So this is a piggyback contract with AWS for cloud service. I think I was the one that asked for this to be pulled to the regular agenda. I think originally the estimate was much less than the award, or much more. I don't even remember now. But maybe if somebody could just give a high level explanation of what this piggyback contract does for us.
Good morning, Ted. This is Kimberly Traylor, Director of Technology Infrastructure. AWS is actually Amazon Web Services, and it provides cloud services to JEA today, including server, storage, network, and compute. AWS enables JEA to manage our applications remotely via their global data centers, enhancing our ability to scale and be more flexible. It also provides us additional cost efficiencies. The award that we're bringing today is actually a 2-year award. And so this would cover FY 25 and 26. And it offers JEA the ability to continue to grow our cloud infrastructure, allowing additional efficiencies, and it is also part of our data strategy.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions about item 3? I'd entertain a motion to approve. So moved.
Second.
So that was Gary with the motion and Jody with the second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion is adopted. So we will move to item 3 from the consent agenda that we've moved to be item number 4 for the regular agenda. So this was an emergency purchase for coal pile screening. Jody, I'll just turn it over to you.
Yeah, it's very similar to us making the recommendation for single sources to be moved off the consent, as far as making a record of what the emergency was. Someone could explain the emergency to me.
Yeah, so this is Kenny Pearson in procurement. So I won't as eloquently as Margaret Limbaugh explained yesterday about the coal pile issue, but in the management meeting. But we had a shipment of coal that had come in that had been contaminated. We're not sure if it was in the boat or if it was in the pile of coal, but it had a lot of metal fragments inside of that pile. And as we started running it through it, all these metal components gets into the furnace, the boiler, and it was essentially shutting down those units. So we had to shut down the units, clean them all out. And as part of that, we started root cause analysis and determined that this coal pile is contaminated with all of this metal, which this is an emergency ratification that we've done to run all of the coal back through this screening plant that we have had the supplier do to filter out all of this debris that is in there that is not acceptable to be put through our wood.
From a timing perspective, we needed to do it quickly because we're utilizing this coal, that's.
Correct. Yeah, so so due to pricing and some other variables, we're using a lot more coal lately. And because of that, we needed to use this coal up to run those units. And that's due to load plus other variables associated with the other turbines. But we needed to run these units and to be able to, so that necessitated the need to get this coal processed before it could make it back through the awards committee.
So I had a question. So shouldn't the provider have some responsibility for this? I mean, if they're giving us, or do we not have enough information to be able to actually point the finger? Or how are they helping us? Maybe they are helping us, but it sounds like we're taking care of it ourselves.
It wasn't, we could not totally determine it was the vendor. We do believe it was. Consequently, the next shipment, we did not afford to the same vendor. So the likely scenario, it was probably the shipping, and it was probably due to transporting of salvage material.
I've seen the photographs. I mean, it's nuts and bolts and, the types of things. It's not like the metals that you're from a coal perspective. It's not the coal content. It's actually heavy.
Big bowl.
Big,
Mark show picture of this.
Yeah,
We're at the measurement meeting. Okay.
I don't have any more questions.
I'd entertain a motion to approve item number 4, the regular agenda.
So moved.
Second.
So we have Jody with the motion, Gary with second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion is adopted. All right. So today, agenda items 1 and 2 and 4 through 8 of the consent agenda have been approved, and items 1 through 4 of the regular agenda have been approved. Is there any other business that needs to come before the awards committee this morning? So I wanted to thank everyone for the good explanations to get us through these. We will not be having a awards meeting next week because of the holiday, so we'll be back in 2 weeks, right? Getting knots. Okay, thank you. Is there anything else that needs to come before the committee this morning? All right, hearing none, we are adjourned. Thank you, everybody. Stay cool.
Wish I was in the crusher and the sifter business.
Yeah.
Some of these numbers are like,
We can just get into only